Hello! We are so back. Okay, sick. Question mark. You're gonna stream a horror game in October? Question mark. Probably. Yeah, probably. Question mark. Good stuff, good stuff. Welcome in. Hi, welcome, welcome. Good stuff. Furnace Blast, welcome in. Mr. Smile, welcome in. Upper Place, welcome in. Hello, Nebby, welcome in. Hi. Kanan, welcome in. Hi, welcome, welcome. Good stuff, good stuff. Question mark, question mark. We are so back. So for those of you guys that are on YouTube, we tried like a thing today, and we're gonna continue trying this out this week. We're gonna do like react streams over on Twitch exclusively, and then we'll start multi-streaming over on YouTube. So I'll probably start streaming around this time. Good stuff, good stuff. Question mark, question mark. Sick. Yeah, question mark. Just a heads up, this chapter is by far the most confusing due to a lot of high abstract literary and psychological concepts. So my advice for you is to take it for what it is and enjoy the story. I'll do my best. Thank you so much for the heads up. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Hi, Mala. Question mark, question mark. Good stuff. Also, breathe. Question mark, question mark. Thank you, Loki. Hydrate. Cheers. And also, question mark, posture check. I got you. Thank you. Question mark, welcome in. Faiz, welcome in. Hi, good stuff. Also, 100 American Bison, welcome in. Hi, good stuff, good stuff. Okay. Cool. So today, we have already reacted to a couple of videos over on Twitch, right? Question mark for those of you guys over on YouTube. Today, question mark, I've just started streaming. Hi. For everyone, we are going to be playing Reverse 1999 Chapter 9. Okay? Question mark, I don't think we'll be able to finish the whole thing today. Ideally, we can, but like, I don't know. Question mark, we will see. I'm gonna try to get to chapter 10 or note 10. I'm gonna try and get to note 10. But if not, like if we can't finish it, it's gonna be note 10. If we can't finish it, we're gonna try and finish it. Yeah, good stuff. I'm watching the World Cup. I hope you have a good time watching the World Cup. Sick, yeah, question mark. How much Latin American literature do you know? Nothing. Nothing. Welcome in, Ultra Dog. Welcome, welcome. Good stuff. 24-hour stream. Let's go. That'd be so wild, though, actually. Question mark, 24-hour stream, though. It's actually kind of wild. Question mark, I don't even think I can do past 12 hours. I don't even think I can do past like 12 hours over on my thing. Question mark. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit scared. Question mark. Good stuff. Remember Bricks and Minifigs? Yeah, I think I saw like a new video come up. Question mark. I did actually see like a new video come up. Question mark. About like, oh, like they sued me to keep me quiet about this video. But man, I don't know. Question mark, question mark. Good stuff, good stuff. 13-hour stream time already? Question mark, your longest video was over 14 hours. Wait, actually? I didn't even know. Oh, wait, no, yeah, it was. But that was only on Twitch. Yeah, but like over on YouTube, it was like... Yeah, over on YouTube, like it basically cuts you off after like 12 hours. Question mark. As a guy who stayed up for 3 days, I can say it sucks. Yeah, don't stay for 3 days. That does not sound like a pleasant time. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Question mark, question mark. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, yeah, sick. Question mark, question mark. We can chat for a little bit just to catch up. I don't think I chatted for all that much before. How was your week, guys? How have you guys been? Question mark, question mark. I went on like a vacation a while ago, and I'm super burnt. Look, I thought I was tanned, but it turns out that the color I am right now is far from being tan. I'm actually just burnt. My left side is actually more tan than my right side, which I think is kind of funny. Question mark. I've actually never seen my skin this tan before. So yeah, no, this is definitely an experience. Also, I can swim now. I can swim. Like, remember like how I mentioned like, oh, I can't swim, I can't such and such. I can swim now. Question mark. Would you pull or skip the new character in Reverse 1999? What's the new character? The Darkness, welcome in. We already have Enigma, unless there's a different character that like is available to be pulled. Question mark. Kisekimiya? Yeah, no, honestly, yeah. I look smoked. Question mark. We've got another heat wave, which is unpleasant. I hope it gets colder. Yeah, I hope the heat wave doesn't come. Question mark, question mark, question mark. I hope everything goes well. I hope everything goes well. Question mark, question mark. 30 degrees? Nearly 100% humidity? Oh, good luck. Good luck. Question mark. You can swim now? Mia 1, J0. Yeah, no, I can swim now. I went snorkeling. I went snorkeling during my vacation, and like I didn't know how to swim, but they kind of put me in the middle of the ocean with a life jacket, and I couldn't swim, and then I basically had to go to the pool after to learn how to swim before I went snorkeling again the second day and realized, holy fuck, I can swim. So yeah, question mark. I was taught in the pool. I'm pretty happy. Question mark. Wow, life skills, yay! So congratulations to you swimming. Thank you. About time, to be honest. Question mark. I kind of want to go back and like practice some more because it was super fun, but it was a good time. I had a really good time. Question mark, question mark. We are testing out a new content structure for those of you guys over on YouTube. I haven't told you guys yet. We are testing out a new content structure until I find out if I'm okay with it. We're gonna do reacts over on Twitch first, and then after reacts we'll pop on over to YouTube and we'll multi-stream games. Yeah, so whether it's reverse or we'll play like a different game, it really depends. But I'm gonna give that a shot and we'll see how it goes. Question mark, if I can keep it up. I do expect streams to be pretty long if we do this, question mark. So we're gonna see any cool fish. Yes, I don't know what they're called though. I saw like whatever fish Dory is. Dory? Question mark. There were like a lot of corals, which was nice. And also, oh yeah, I swam with like the turtles. It was really fun. I wouldn't do it again though, like for their sake, because like, okay, so like we were on the boat, right? And like the lady that was like, I think like the underwater photographer was also kind of like our host. She was like, so y'all like, don't put your fingers out. They bite, they're gonna think you're food. Question mark. If they're under you, don't kick. Just wait for them to go, just float, and then when they're gone, you can kick. I took this very seriously. Problem is, I panic. I panic a lot. So, like, because I can't swim at this point. I can't swim, but I can't do it very well. And I'm scared, question mark. So, like, when I start to kind of lose control, I start kicking. There was like turtles under me and I tried really hard not to kick and I was like doing pretty good. I just ended up letting myself be horizontal. I was like entirely just like face underwater, and it was really fun until like I started to feel myself float beneath the boat, and that's when I started like panicking and kicking. Question mark. I was told I almost kicked a turtle. I'm glad I didn't, but I was so panicked. I also got kicked. I got kicked by somebody else, but I don't think they were panicking. I think they just weren't very aware of their surroundings. I got like straight up like kicked in the gut. That wasn't fun. Question mark. But hey, I'm okay, and I got to swim with the turtles. I don't really have much to complain about. Question mark. I hope you had appropriate sun cream on. See, that's the problem. I didn't know that there was like a specific kind of sunscreen to use. or sunblock. I literally used like normal sunblock, which is probably why I'm so fucking sunburnt right now. I'm burnt, bro. I'm like crispy. I'm very crispy. I literally get like my arms, like sometimes they'll get really itchy, and then like, cause I don't like to scratch. It makes me really nervous. I don't like the feeling of blood beneath my fingers, and it just feels really icky. It gives me like sensory overload. So like I actually have like a bottle of like lotion right next to me, like water-based lotion. Once I get itchy, I start like profusely applying it. Good stuff, good stuff. So about the Hal Elf taste talk we had back then. Well, I mean, if I knew, I still wouldn't tell you. Excuse me, question mark, question mark. Anyway, about time for my lotion. Question mark, question mark. Can you hear me applying my lotion? Question mark, question mark. Yeah, no, that is actually very cooling and nice. So I'm glad I have lotion on me. Sick, yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Question mark. It was really fun though. I had a really good time. Yeah, question mark. I hope you guys had just as fun a week. Question mark. I hope you guys have had a really good week so far. Question mark, question mark. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, yeah, cool. That's kind of it. Yeah, question mark. What is this ASMR? You can hear it? Can you actually hear it? Question mark, question mark. Sick. I'm really glad you had a great time. It was a really good time. And I mentioned this during my member stream. Like, I'll be so real. I think like before the trip, this was a very much needed trip. I like, not the trip itself. No one needs to go snorkeling. Question mark, question mark. But the break was much needed. I was actually feeling like really burnt out before the trip, which is also why streams were so spotty, besides like my health being like an issue. Question mark. There was just a lot of things piled on top of each other. Question mark, question mark. But I'm feeling a lot better now, and I'm like, I feel the fire again. I feel the drive again to start stream, except I'm also like out of practice, so like I'm scared. But like, hey, I think we're doing pretty well. So yeah, Chug, welcome in, welcome in. Good stuff, good stuff. Question mark, question mark. I learned I have something like 7 baby catfish in my tank. Yo, let's go! One is Mia, but I don't know which one. It's okay, one of them. Point out whichever one, it's probably that one. Also, it's an honor. Thank you for naming your fish after me. Question mark, question mark. Good stuff, good stuff. Get to have a break from the normal day-to-day life. Yeah, it was actually like, I didn't expect it to be helpful, because I actually don't, I'm not really one to travel. I don't personally seek out traveling. I don't care for it personally. But the break itself was nice. The change was nice, and it ended up being a lot better for me than I thought it was gonna be. So yeah, cool stuff, cool stuff. Question mark. Are you sure the fire isn't just sunburn? You've got a point, bro. Like, you've actually got a point. Question mark, question mark. I'm just gonna wait, because like, I was told like if you get sunburned, you peel. This is how little I go out. This is my first sunburn ever. Like, I've never had sunburn before, ever. So yeah, this is my first sunburn ever. I was told I'll peel. I haven't started peeling yet. It's probably because of the sheer amount of like moisturizer I've been putting all over my arms, and my face, and like all of my exposed areas. So yeah, no. Doing long walks is also nice. The bad part is calling a taxi Uber to go back home if you go really far. Valid. Where I stay, it's not like pedestrian friendly, so it's actually very rare to see people go out on like long walks. There's really like no, yeah, it's just cars for days. It's just roads. Question mark. And not good roads, not like roads you can walk on, but like stones. Question mark, question mark. Depends on how bad it was. I think it was pretty bad. I was pretty red, but I wasn't the worst case of sunburn like during the trip, so it's fine. Probably. Question mark. Aurelia, welcome in. Hi, welcome, welcome. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, good stuff. Let's get into it. Okay, question mark. I'm gonna start up my reverse 1999, and we're gonna try and get to know 10. I'm a little bit scared. A little bit. Just a little bit scared. Question mark. Doing chapter 9. Yay! Good stuff, good stuff. Recollect welcome in. Hi. I can see why. So like every time we do like a new chapter, I have to make a thumbnail for it. So I'll always come in mildly spoiled as to like who the main character probably will be. And well, I can definitely see why your Recollet is #1 fan. Question mark, question mark. Or rather, I can definitely see why this is your favorite chapter. Good stuff, good stuff. Question mark, question mark. Hello! Okay.
They
No
may
touching
seem
of
messy,
the fires.
but I assure you, they're all in their rightful place.
Alright, sick. Let me switch on over on Twitch. Good stuff, good stuff. Question mark, question mark. Okay. Chapter 9. Good stuff, good stuff. First. Whoa, question mark, first time. Chapter 9. Okay, cool. That works. Very good. Question mark, question mark. We'll do this. Also, by the way, we are reacting to the live stream tomorrow. So if you guys want to pop on by, you guys can. Question mark, question mark. Speaking of, I should mention, question mark, question mark. We are sponsored by Reverse 1999, right? We are very much sponsored. So let me go ahead. Excuse me. Pin this. Question mark, question mark. Yeah, question mark. Argentina won. Let's go. Good stuff, good stuff. We're doing the Argentina patch. I keep winning. Let's go. Good stuff, good stuff. Question mark, question mark. I don't really know what that means entirely, but I trust it's a good thing. Question mark. Yeah, sick. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pin these. Yeah, so as you guys can see in the pin, we are actually sponsored by Reverse 1999. So if you guys at some point during watching my video, you guys are like, maybe I should pick up the game, or maybe I should come back to the game, it would mean a lot to me if you guys would consider using my affiliate link. Question mark. I also do have a collaboration cover out with Sylvie and also 4x9, so if you guys want to check that out, the link is also pinned. Also, Super Kami Girl, welcome in. Thank you so much for the super. Welcome. Good stuff. I'm doing very well. Thank you so much. Good stuff. Hell yeah. Good stuff, good stuff. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for dropping in. Good stuff, good stuff. Question mark. I don't think I've done my dailies yet, but it's okay. I'll do them later. Question mark, question mark. Hi! Happy birthday. Question mark. Sick. Okay, cool. Let's get into it. Shall we? Shall we? Yeah, okay. Let's go. Question mark. So I would like to very quickly say, please, no spoilers, no priming, no hinting. Question mark. This is my first time playing. Question mark. And I want to give you guys like my true, honest reactions. Question mark. Question mark. So any hinting or priming is gonna make me really paranoid. Please also avoid making jokes about spoilers in chat, like, oh, this is gonna happen when it doesn't actually happen, because it makes me worried that, like, because I won't know if it's a spoiler until I actually find out it's not a spoiler. So yeah, question mark. Please avoid fun facts. Question mark. Question mark. Let's just focus on like the main thing of like what's going on in the thing. Yeah, good stuff. Okay, let's get into it. Thank you very much. Good stuff. So the Platonic year whirls out new right and wrong, whirls in the old instead. All men are dancers and their tread goes to the barbarous clangor of a gong. 1919. Interesting. Question mark. It's the final days of March and the daylight hours of Ushuaia? Ushuaia? Am I saying that right? Ushuaia? Question mark are shrinking away. Question mark. Good stuff. I'm about to strangle the boss, but good otherwise. All the best. I hope it's a smooth. No, I mean, don't strangle your boss, but question mark. I hope you feel better soon. Question mark. Starting a new chapter. Indeed, Blah. Welcome. Good stuff. Carrie, hi. Welcome in. Hi. Good stuff. Past the busy season, the city is faded and quiet. At this moment, in a cafe in the end of the world, conversation and laughter are sealed within an airtight glass dome.
Hace algunos años, trabajé como guardabosques en un campamento en Cuernavaca.
Oh.
Allí conocí a un poeta surrealista mexicano. Estaba especialmente agradecido de que estuviera ahí. Unos animales habían entrado al campamento y los ahuyenté por él. No fue gran cosa, en realidad. como muestra de agradecimiento, me explicó esta extraña historia, una que ocurrió en un pueblo del desierto de Sonora llamado Amalfitano en 1975. La gente ahí seguía una creencia muy poco ortodoxa que giraba en torno al dado de Babilonia. Un día, una investigadora con una maleta llegó al pueblo. Vino a estudiar sus costumbres locales, una razón nada sorprendente para que una intelectual erudita apareciera en un remoto asentamiento del desierto.
Erd? What do I feel like it's probably Erd?
But little did she know, this dusty old town and its peculiar custom would lead her down an entirely unexpected path.
Hold on. Sorry to interrupt, Recoleta. Does this researcher have a name? She could be Nora, Joanna, or Teresa. Any name, really. I feel like you want people focusing on this story, not keeping track of who's who.
Confusion and shock intertwine on the storyteller's face.
Thank you for your advice. But she isn't a Nora, or a Joanna, or a Teresa. She's just herself. A paracausality researcher.
A paracausality
You see that
researcher?
look? She's halfway to eating you alive. Face it, Maria. She wouldn't be the loca we know if she listened to anyone.
This sounds a lot more endearing in like this
right.
language.
So you didn't like the opening? Fine. I'll come up with something new.
I love her like under lashes.
Maybe I'll start with a bit of exposition on the Die of Babylon, beginning with its origins as a secret relic created by an Aztec priest, imprisoned by the conquistadores.
Huh. The mysterious die's origins never get a continuation as her story is interrupted a second time.
I don't know if that's going to do much, hermana. I'm beginning to think we'll never figure out what you're trying to say with this novel. And, well... and this isn't your fault.
Ay, Dios. Just tell her, Maria. We're going back to Buenos Aires.
¿De vuelta a Buenos Aires? ¿De repente? ¿Así? ¿Sin más? Pancho, Maria, what's going on? Did I do something wrong during our travels?
The startled storyteller eyes her companions of the last 2 months, searching for reasons.
Ah, see. I know what it is. I've bored you with my constant rambling over this novel.
No, Recoleta. It's got nothing to do with your novel.
Don't you get it? We're flat broke. Why do you think we're stuck here scrubbing tables?
The man slams his damp washcloth on the table to emphasize his point. His voice breaks the illusion of silence in the cafe.
Because we can't pay for all the mate we've been drinking.
That wasn't
Mate.
a question, Regoleta. We've crossed the continent, crashed the readings of all those prestigious poets, and leave the way a real artist should. And, I admit it, it's been just as amazing as you promised. But we can't go on living like this.
That's a valid concern.
You know that we both care about you, and we believe in your novel too. I'd be lying if I said this journey meant nothing to me. Getting to ride around the continent on a motorcycle like Che Guevara himself? I never could have imagined I'd get the chance to go on an adventure like this. We got to live the dream.
A real dream. Except for those days when the motorcycle broke down. Though that was a real tribute to Che's journey too.
Don't tease, Pancho. Recoleta, since you invited us to join the Visceral Realists, we've both found amazing new ways to channel our inner poetry. Even though I still don't understand what in the world you're trying to say with your novel, or for that matter, what visceral realism actually is.
Maria,
Visceral realism.
You told us not to worry about the definitions, to feel and to live in our words. We did just as you said, and it felt great. But...
She looks out at Ushuaia, feeling a chill. Snow falls from the dimming sky. The season is shifting. Soon gray and white will blanket the colorful houses of this
ahora
desolate
el
land.
frío del invierno se instala. Y lo único que parece importante es ese pequeño pueblo ficticio.
The storyteller slinks back against their accusations.
I appreciate your honesty, amigos. I was worried the problem was much worse than all that.
Whoa. Damn, okay. Question mark, question mark. Interesting. Question mark. I mentioned it before, but I'm going to put the link to photo access and study in the Discord. It was a small series of events that was to build something across this arc. Best read before chapter 10. Woo! Okay, I'll definitely look into it after chapter 9. Thank you, thank you. Good stuff. Maggie, welcome in. Hi. Go Mia, question mark. Welcome, welcome. Good stuff. Yes, reverse 1999. Super fun. Good stuff, good stuff. Question mark, question mark.
Winter here isn't as dreadful as you think. And I know just the place to keep us warm. It was 1520. Arcanist Ferdinand Magellan sailed across unfamiliar waters under orders from the Spanish crown. Over the vast gray sea, he saw spots of light in the distance. An island. He named it Tierra del Fuego. For
Something
the next 400
fire?
years, Ushuaia faithfully served its role at the end of the world.
Ushuaia.
It became the continent's penal colony, and its largest building even served as a prison. Many Arcanists were exiled there. By the turn of the century, the Arcanist hunt had reached its peak, and the Comala Sanatorium was built. Well, as you may already know, at that time, most Arcanists were believed to be victims of madness. The sanatorium was their ship of fools.
Interesting.
However, as people began to realize that Arcanist blood wasn't a guarantee of madness, fewer and fewer were imprisoned there. By 1947, it was officially closed. Until the 1970s, when a group of people from the National Foucault Studies Association returned to the island with new ideas for the location. They spoke in abstract terms and opaque theories that no one could understand. They rebuilt this place and gave it a new name. After a long period of construction, the Comala Sanatorium became a prison once more, one designed to hold Arcanist criminals. They were taken from the streets and the psychiatric clinics, from secret societies and rebel groups. Any Arcanist deemed mentally or socially unfit would be locked away there. This association claimed the inmates would receive the best treatment, and they would fully recover before being returned to society. A prison, a medical lab, a sanatorium, call it whatever you want. That is what Comala is today.
Huh.
And we could spend the whole winter there. It'd probably be the easiest winter we've ever had. All that it requires is a little bit of acting.
Acting?
It won't be
Against
hard
winter?
to pass ourselves off as a bunch of unstable crackpots.
Oh, fair
A
enough.
touch of madness comes parceled with the gifts of being an Arcanist.
That's
So-
your brilliant idea? To get us
Yeah.
locked up in an asylum? You understand we'd be prisoners there, don't you? It's not like we get to put our feet up and relax by a fire.
I mean, it's clever, but... Her increasingly agitated companion turns his head aside, catching the faint outline of a patrolling... I can't read that. Gendarme? Through the frosted window.
You want to go to jail? Well, see that man over there? Go greet him with a punch to the jaw, then you'll be set for the whole winter.
Pro's not wrong.
It sounds like a good idea.
Recoleta, please. We're not messing with the Gendarmeria.
Gendarmeria?
We're going to my Aunt Julia's. She said she could take us in at her vineyard up north near the capital. Well, it's harvest season. They could use all the help they can get.
That's a good idea.
We'll
Yeah.
return to Ushuaia next year. Or when the winter has passed. It'll still be great.
Recoletta's expression is as cold as the mate tea on the table.
I hear you, amigos. But respectfully, I must turn down your offer. This has been more than just a road trip for me. I know sticking around here for the winter won't be easy, but this could be my last chance. What if things change again? I can't just wait for spring.
Change? Is mate tea like the thing where like they have it in a pot and then they pack the leaves into the thing and then they pour water into like one side and then they slowly kind of use up the tea that way? Question mark. Is that mate? Question mark. I feel like I've heard about it before. Question mark. Gendarme? Question mark. Member of Gendarmeria? Question mark. Am I saying that right? Question mark. Question mark. Military in Argentina? Yeah, no, we're not fucking with that. We're not doing that. Question mark. Question mark. That's a wild thing to suggest. That is insane.
Recoleta.
What did I tell you, Maria? She never listens. Wasting your breath. Adios, Recoleta. I don't think we'll meet again.
Damn. Pancho's apologetic words freeze in his mouth.
Mierda! Los gendarmes are looking straight at us!
What?
The cafe door swings open. A gust of cold air and damp mist sweeps through the room. Recoletta's hair stands on the end with a chill as she returns to face the door.
Stop right there! You three match the descriptions of some intruders at the poetry meeting in Casa Pionera.
Recoletta plans a response, only to hear the scrambling sounds of her companions bolting away out back the door. Out the back door. Oh, jeez.
Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse.
Okay, let's do this.
Very well. Let me try my hand.
Yeah, we have a lot of help. We have a lot of help. Question mark, question mark. You up?
An interesting
You up?
one.
I mean, sure. Question mark. You up? Yeah, okay.
I know the
Buff, 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 buff.
city.
朋友的威，莫运虚无。
So long lives this, and this gives power to thee.
It's so strange to hear, like, I guess, is this Spanish? Is this Spanish? Question mark, question mark? Are they speaking Spanish? Question mark? I'm actually not familiar with a lot of the cultures that are featured in, like, the beginning parts of the story. Question mark. I'm a lot more versed in, like, Asian culture. Question mark, because that's what I'm most exposed to. Question mark, question mark. Huh. Is this Spanish? Question mark? Let's see. You up? Trust. Okay, 1, 2, hello. 3, question mark. Sure, do it.
Get out of here.
We speak Spanish in Argentina. I see. Question mark, question mark.
是好还。
Very interesting. So this is in Argentina? Question mark. Damn, whoa. Look how wild. Question mark. Is the Gendarmeria question mark, is that still a thing, or is this like just like back then, like way back in the day? Question mark, question mark. Tierra del Fuego question mark, question mark. Oh, the gendarmes are left behind in the cold, but the flustered question mark, question mark. Hello, until she stumbles on a patch of wet and mushy snow. Ugh. Oh my god, she's all bloodied up. That's crazy. Question mark, question mark. Still dares not stop running. Jeez.
Oh, gracias a Dios. Creo que los perdimos.
Damn, it sounds so good.
Are you alright? Ah, gracias. Better to kiss the ground than kiss the gendarme's boots, if one must choose. Wait a second. Doris.
Doris?
Is that you? Funny how
Gosh,
life
so
moves in circles
familiar.
and puts an old friend in my path. How have you been? Are you paying another visit to Comala?
That's Erd. No, I'm pretty sure that's Erd. I'm pretty sure that's Erd. God damn. My ear trumpet, thank you so much for the gifted. Thank you. Welcome in, by the way. Hi. Good stuff, good stuff. Question mark, question mark. Sick. Question mark, question mark. The Hindarmas and Hindarmaria is still a thing today, but in the past some years before this patch took place, they took the power here for some years. A sad chapter for our history. I see. Oh, I need to like actually read up. I'm worried that I'll end up like saying something insensitive. If I do end up saying something insensitive, please let me know. Please let me know. The odds are I don't know. Not the odds. It's very likely. It's the case that I don't know, because otherwise I wouldn't say it. So yeah, please let me know if I say anything insensitive. Question mark, because I feel like this might be a sensitive thing. Question mark, question mark. Sister K, thank you so much for the gifted. Thank you. Question mark. Y'all, if you guys got gifted, don't forget to thank. Well, hi. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Question mark, question mark.
Torres.
A name falls from the sky offered by a girl who is just face planted and cannot see the figure before her. Yeah.
Timekeeper. Could she mean our Dr. Doris?
Likely.
Was I mistaken?
Do we look alike? Question mark? She wipes the snow from her face, still dizzy. She makes out the stranger before her. As her vision clears, she becomes apparent that fate is not a perfect loop. At least the person holding the suitcase in front of her is not the same woman she met before.
How strange. I've never seen two people so alike. But please, forgive me. It's been a long day.
I'm sorry? Two people so alike, so you're saying that we look like Doris? That Vernon looks like Doris. But Vernon... there's no way. There's no way that, like, Doris is, like Vernon from the future. Grown-up Vernon. Is it possible? I don't know. Ooh. I have theories and thoughts. Question mark. Maybe it's the hair. The hair does look very similar.
No need to apologize. In fact, the person you just mentioned sounds like someone we're looking for. Could you tell me where you last saw her?
Sure, Excuse me.
Bless you.
You're not from around here, are you? Your accents and those clothes give you away. Come with me. I know a warmer place to talk.
Okay. I love her bottom lashes. They give her so much, like, healing. Oh, that was fast. I was expecting this to be longer. Okay. Oh, whoa! 3 of them? Okay, sure.
The moment armies start to march, the world stands still.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I squeaked.
You fight or fall
Excuse
back.
me.
I don't see a start time on this report, nor does it state the reason for or the demands of this war.
I think I have the hiccups. Please don't be the hiccups. Okay. I don't see a start time on this report, nor does it state the reason for or the demands of this war. I'm gonna go with hasn't started yet. I don't know history.
That's what you think. The scars left on the land may be the most obvious form of destruction, but the true devastation of war is one that develops gradually in the souls of people.
I still don't see how this relates to what's happening now.
You don't? The young writers have all been exiled, sent down a path with no signs to follow and no destination. In dark days of bloody conflict, soldiers often find comfort in scriptures and verses, or in letters from their loved ones.
God damn. This would have been a really bad time to not know how to read. Yeah, god damn. Cure hiccups, thank you! I hope it works. I haven't been having any hiccups after that, so no more squeaks. My hiccups are really bad.
They hold those words close, a fragile piece of home, a brief solace from the roaring of the battlefield. But as they fall one by one, they learn the bitter truth. No destiny awaits them but death. That bitter homesickness still weighing heavy in their hearts.
God damn. First name, last name. Welcome in, Niety. Welcome in too. Hi. Good stuff, good stuff. Question mark. I hope they can at least find some peace in their dreams.
In dreams? Maybe. Walking the streets of your hometown. Spending a lazy afternoon at the writing desk. Dreams can take you anywhere. But live there too long, and the lines between fiction and reality will blur. And soon, you'll never wake up again.
I wonder if that's like a jab. Question mark. And Recoleta, question mark. Sekiro, welcome in. Hi, welcome, welcome.
Soldiers crawl through trenches, roll in the mud, and charge to their deaths again and again. While words are forever trapped within the confines of poetry, made to live, die, and live again under the golden prophecy. Ugh, I can't stand the way poets talk.
Damn. Okay, sure. The moment armies start to march, the world stands still. You fight or fall back, charge forward, or run. Those are the only rules on the battlefield. Okay, yeah, I missed those before because I was doing the hiccups. We're not done. Let's read this. Authority, it's always so flexible. Question mark, question mark. Give me a second. I'm gonna drink some water. Cheers! What game is this? It's called Reverse 1999. It's a really cool gacha game. Great story. Great character design. Also, question mark. I think the gameplay is really fun. Question mark, question mark. Cheers! But I gotta disclose, we are sponsored by Reverse 1999, question mark, question mark. So if you feel like maybe you want to play it, question mark, no pressure, no obligation, question mark. If you're like, oh, maybe I'll pick it up. Looks like a kind of game that I would like, question mark, question mark. There is a link pinned in chat. I would really appreciate if you'd consider using it. Thank you, it'll be very helpful. Thank you. Good stuff, good stuff. Question mark, question mark. Buenos Aires, question mark, Iris? Buenos Aires, question mark, division intake report. The Buenos Aires, I don't know how to say, question mark, division has received members of the Storm research team, Ulrich and Regulus. Both are to be temporarily stationed at the division while undergoing basic health examinations. Okay. The timekeeper and her assistant received the message upon landing at Tierra del Fuego and have departed on a mission. The message source and details of the operation have been reported by Sonetto. Our side currently has no access. Other survivors taken in: Barcarola, a pure-blood arcanist and a musician aboard the Free Breeze. Okay, so this was definitely the last evening on Earth, that one. Question mark. You have better Spanish than some characters, don't worry. I don't know if I should be saying it the way I'm hearing it, or if I should just be saying it the way I would read it in English. Question mark. Neither sounds natural to me. Question mark. But Tutu, a pure-blood arcanist and a member of the Nukuteao people, question mark. Further investigation of her people is required. For the full risk level assessment report, see attachments 1 to 35. Sick. Cool. One more. Oh my god, we've hit like 200 times. That's wild. Thank you for marking my question marks. Thank you. Question mark. The Ushuaia report explosion. Reports, endless reports. Why are there only ever reports? Read reports. Yeah, let's get it. Question mark, question mark. Good stuff, good stuff. Was driving, so Spanish is different from place to place, so Mexican Spanish is different from Argentina Spanish. Also, I believe this is before the Falkland Wars, where Argentina invaded a British island. I see. Question mark. Very interesting. Are they speaking like Argentinian Spanish? Question mark. Or are they speaking like Spanish, but they're based in Argentina? Question mark. The tremors from the explosion at Ushuaia port shook the surroundings for nearly 10 seconds, after which strong winds carried the flames across the dock area. Thick smoke spread for thick smoke spread for several kilometers. The explosion injured 12 people. Over 200 residents were evacuated, and it took the Navy and fire department nearly 6 hours to contain the fire. Unfortunately, key logistics facilities were reduced to ruins. Investigations confirmed that the explosions originated from 3 sources: an oil storage tank and 2 cargo warehouses along the 3rd dock. However, the disproportionate scale of the explosions raises suspicions of arcane skill involvement. It's still unclear whether this incident is related to the Xeno mutiny, and simultaneous investigations are ongoing into other Arcanist organizations that may be responsible. What the hell is this? You call this a report? This is all you're handing in? Panic is already spreading. Do I need to remind you that Ushuaia is our nearest deep water port? Flames higher than the lighthouse. The seawater dyed blood red. This catastrophe is bringing up painful memories of the war from over a decade ago. Our wounds are being torn open in the worst way possible, and after all this time I gave you to investigate, you're just gonna give me a list of possibilities? A few days ago, people suspected those lunatics locked up in prison, but what the hell could they even do besides bash their heads against the barbed wire and spat their pathetic rhetoric? Question mark. Maybe they scribbled out a doppelganger on a pile of backwards poetry, conjured up a few imaginary hot air balloons to float them to the port, and then molded a ton of bombs from mud and ice. Fat chance! The only thing you got right was not including them in your list of suspects. Otherwise, I'd have you thrown in that prison alongside them. Who's saying this? To who? I can't tell. Question mark, question mark. Oh boy. Oh, excuse me. Question mark. More than circles. Let's see. The ring closes in on itself. Huh? The ring? Ushuaia? Question mark. Thank you for letting me know. Ushuaia? Question mark. Yeah, I needed that.
According to these news reports from Ushuaia, there was an arcane attack on the pier about a week ago. All the ships in the port were destroyed.
God damn. God damn.
Could Manus Vindictae be responsible for this? Or perhaps the Xeno rebels?
Hard to say. But things have been suspiciously quiet these past few days. I had been hoping we'd find some clues here in Ushuaia after we lost track of the Manus in the Free Breeze shipwreck. They would have gone to ground somewhere remote and off the radar. Indeed, it's possible they've already left Ushuaia. For whatever reason, it seems they haven't been pushing for the storm to happen quite as eagerly as before. I have a strange feeling about it all. They're definitely up to something. For now, it seems our new friend's story lines up with the intel from Moth. It seems the Xeno rebels really did bring Dr. Dorez here. We should see if there's anything more she can tell us.
Timekeeper.
It's starting to sound like we're gonna meet up with Igor again. Hell yeah! Question mark. I mean... traitor. Question mark. Betrayal. I'm so upset. Question mark. Oh boy. The chief assistant hesitates.
The Foundation doesn't have any intelligence on Tierra del Fuego. If the Manus really are here, then we'll be on our own. The closest Foundation branch is in Buenos Aires, 3,200 kilometers away.
She reflects without words, a reminder that the chaos caused by Igor's rebellion is still fresh.
Careful and well considered as ever, Soneto. It's possible they've already infiltrated Ushuaia, just as they did in Chisos.
Chisos?
But the Xeno rebels may still be holding Dorez. We can't just wait around. I'm afraid we'll have to take the risk. Ushuaia is not very big. If Manus Vindictae is here, we'll notice. Stay sharp.
Sure, I mean, you're the timekeeper.
Understood, timekeeper. I'll keep an eye out for them and for Dr. Dorez.
I enjoy that, like, Soneto has a side profile. Jesus, yeah. After a chaotic hunt and escape, the cafe regains its usual peace. The gendarmes are gone, and so too are Recoletta's companions.
My friends. They're really gone.
Aw, that sucks.
Adios, Recoleta. I don't think we'll meet again. So that's all I get? We could have exchanged some farewell poems, read them out loud like we used to, and shed a few bitter tears over our heartfelt goodbyes. But you know what they say. Goodbyes are only a senseless feast of unhappiness.
God damn. The voices definitely don't sound like AI. They shouldn't be AI. To my understanding, like, they shouldn't be AI. Yeah, they do all have, like, their own individual voice actors. Yeah, question mark. Cheers. Shit. Okay. Good stuff, good stuff. Question mark, question mark.
Pardon? Oh, it's nothing. Never mind. Please, sit down. And could we get a pot of mate with mint, please?
With mint? I've never had it with mint before. I've never had mate before, but I kind of want to try it. I have a friend who is like really obsessed with mate, and like I've never heard of it being had with mint. I want to try it. I want to try it. I just want to try it. Recoletta watches with interest as the two girls take the offered cups of tea.
So you're looking for Doris? I can tell she's important to you from your look. Correct. Is there anything more you could tell us about the day you met her? Of course, it was one of those gray, overcast afternoons.
She talks like she's writing. That's a new one.
I had just turned onto Calle Bolivar when I ran into this blind woman on my way to the post office.
That's definitely her.
To be exact, I didn't run into her. She called to me. It felt like a sacred moment in time. Like something unworldly. I just stood there, frozen, as she walked up and fixed a loose thread on my sweater. I stared at her until my fingers went numb, and the letter almost slipped out of my hand.
Miss, could you tell me what's in that direction?
I followed her hand as she pointed forward. Strangely, even though I could see she was blind, I had a feeling that she knew exactly where she was pointing and where she intended to go. That's the way to Comala prison, Señora. Is that where you're headed? I could walk you there if you'd like.
Thank you, miss. But I think I found my way.
Alan, welcome in. Hi.
Typewriter. How ironic that God would give her, at once, both books and night. I am Recoleta. What may I call you, miss? I hope you don't mind me asking, Señora. I didn't mean to pry. It's only that I have to know. You're a writer too, aren't you? I've been working on a novel and, for some reason, I have this feeling you could be a character in it. Forgive me. I'm just so excited. I really want to remember this moment. Please, may I have your name? Or whatever you'd like me to call you?
She's definitely got like an eye for like, yeah, no, because Doris is a pretty important person from what we know. Question mark. Doris doesn't see? Seems not. Yeah, she seems to, I don't know if she's blind. I can't tell. But we do know that she can't see. Yeah. Question mark.
I don't think I'll ever forget her smile. It was soft, kind, almost merciful. And oddly, it felt so ancient.
No offense taken, Miss Recoleta. But first, I have a question for you. What does literature mean to you?
Sorry? What a question it was. I wasn't expecting anything like it.
You're a writer, are you not? And one I sense with purpose. Tell me, where does such powerful motivation come from?
Huh.
Actually, well, I'm not sure, Señora. I have my pursuits and questions, but literature is neither the goal nor the answer to them. Literature is, well, it's just literature.
I enjoy that. I actually really enjoy this mindset. It's like, yeah, it is what it is. It doesn't have to be bigger than what it is. It's okay.
I suppose if I had to define it, I'd say it's a tool. A kindling for fire, or a lens to see through. A means to explore and raise questions from different angles and express our perspectives.
And what an interesting perspective you've expressed. I see. But how does literature make you feel?
Ooh.
As though I'm a kid looking through a kaleidoscope for the first time.
Oh, that's a nice way to put it.
Maybe that's not the best way to put it.
Is it
Perhaps
not?
something a little more subtle. Just when I was looking for the right word, she turned away with a little wave, heading toward the prison, her feet crunching over the fine snow.
Heading toward the prison? That's our clue! That's also our cue!
So she must have gone to the prison. When did all of this happen? About 3 days ago. I remember the sun came out for a while that day, and the streets were glistening with melting snow.
Lazy Bear, welcome in!
You've heard of Gamala Prison, haven't you?
Maybe. Word by word, the question turns from an implication into a declaration.
3 days ago. Then we may be able to catch up with her there, Timekeeper.
You're right. We need to get there as soon as we can.
Whoa, amazing. So decisive, assertive. A true show of character. You must be the very archetype of a charismatic leader.
Yeah, no, she did master the secret technique of recognizing the main character. Cause like, damn, no, she's nailing it.
What's left to say? Whenever the protagonist has what they want fall into their laps, we're all quick to complain about lazy writers using Deus Ex Machina to keep the story together. So, let's not dwell on it.
Deus Ex Machina? I've been told how to pronounce this before, I don't remember it. Why is it so skewed in one direction? Should I move here? No, that's not that much better. I'll just stay here. Question mark. Interesting. Huh. Lamp shading. She reconciles this observation with a silent nod to an unseen author.
But anything can happen in a place like Ushuaia. It's a city where the day may only last 4 hours, and the streets are full of exiled arcanists.
We appreciate your help, Miss
Recoleta. Please, think nothing of it.
Miss Recoleta. I'm Vertin, and this is Sonetto. We're investigators from the St. Pavlov Foundation.
Pleasure to meet you.
I forgot how sweet she sounded.
Likewise. Glad that I could help. But listen, ladies.
Ladies? The girl winks playfully.
Everything happens for a reason, and now it's becoming clear. You're going to Kamala prison, and so am I. Maybe it's fate that brought us together.
What's your business there? If you don't mind our asking.
Oh, it's a writer's mission. But anyway, we're friends now. If you're going to Kamala, you'll need someone who knows the way.
We're friends now! I wish everything was so simple. That'd be nice. Question mark. I get really nervous with new people. Like, I generally... Yeah, I get really nervous. I like when people are direct and straightforward. If, like, she told me, like, okay, yeah, we're friends now, I'd be like, yeah, cool, let's go. Yeah, no, I am totally cool with this. Where's this place? The furthest edge of civilization. Historically, the town of Ushuaia originally was home to just 400 people, until 1,100 convicts were exiled here. It's not hard to see why. After all, this little town has a chill to it that pierces the bone. Even the rain feels unapologetic and bleak. Those exiles soon became essential for the town. They cut the lumber, built the generators, and survived the harsh winters alongside the townspeople. Some stayed after their release, and with time, the town prospered. A town so deeply intertwined with stories of exile and imprisonment, don't you think that gives it a certain mysterious, intricate, and spoken charm? Excuse me. I'm sorry. Go on. In the cold and silence of the polar night, a pair of warm hands can warm not just your body, but also your heart. Even if those hands belong to a death row convict exiled here? Of course, even if they belong to a waddling penguin, they would still be the hands of a friend. Over the years, you could even end up like family. Indeed, I think I understand how the residents and prisoners integrated. Surviving in the harsh climate of polar regions like this isn't easy. Prisoners couldn't make it alone. The harsh nature of their surroundings taught them a simple truth. No person survives on their own. Thank you for the stretch. Maggie Logie, I will stretch. When you're an extrovert, everyone's your friend. No, I consider myself an introvert. Question mark, question mark. Ugh, big stretch. I'm pretty open to friendships, but I understand that, like, for most people, there's like a barrier, there's a wall. So, like, I'll usually not initiate. I'll wait for a cue. Question mark. I don't usually pursue it either because I'm shy. But yeah, if I've met you before, it's likely I'll be very friendly. Question mark, question mark. Cheers! I'll just also be very shy. Okay. Such poetic wording. Sonetto, you really ought to try your hand at poetry. It's an act of outpouring one's feelings and taking a journey through one's own mind. A journey through your mind? Thanks for the suggestion. Perhaps I'll consider giving it a try in the future. Sonetto's like good at everything. Sonetto's like, literally like, she aces everything she tries to do. Pretty crazy. Cool. Oh. Is there more to this? It's the end of the dialogue. It's not going away. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Question mark, question mark. The place that time forgot. Excellent. Everything is going according to plan. Fate will not reveal its hand, at least for now. It's a bog? It's a bog. The gray riverbed winds through the frostbitten earth, disappearing into the distant horizon. A neat yet dilapidated circular complex stands alone beneath the snow-capped mountains, as if abandoned by God, humanity, and ghosts alike. Outside the fence, three uninvited guests discuss their plan to get inside.
Behold, Komala Prison. It's the biggest building around. When the sun comes out, it looks like a rusty button stitched into the earth.
Rusty button?
Everyone tries not to pay attention to it, but it's undoubtedly one of the most important places in town. This way. Careful. We're heading uphill. Oops!
Oh no! Oh no! The young writer begins to slip again. She is prevented only by Sonetto's quick reflexes. God damn. Very good! Thank you for the stretch. Big stretch. Oh no, did I breathe yet? Question mark. I'm sorry, Maggie Logie. I breathe and also posture check. Thank you, thank you. Good stuff, good stuff. Question mark, question mark. Okay.
Thanks. So, my new friends, you're from that St. Palominos?
St. Pavlov Foundation.
Is that the same thing? Or did she say it wrong? I can't tell.
Ah, very impressive. Sounds all official and polished. Then I take it you've already got away into the prison?
Well, about that. The gate presents an unwelcoming face to the world.
I'll draft a letter to headquarters right away. Once they approve it, they'll notify the local branch in Buenos Aires. From there, they'll need to inform the Argentine government, who will then issue us a permit.
I mean, if we had the time for this, sure, I don't really mind it. But, like, I feel like they're probably in cahoots with the Manus already. So if they get the stuff, it's just this, it's a sign for them to start moving.
Excellent. Looks like our bureaucrats still have some worth. No offense intended.
Oh, whoa. Everyone hates bureaucrats.
Since we're pressed for time, I believe we can ask that headquarters give high priority to our request. If all goes well, we should have the permit in about a month.
A month?
Ah, how expedient of them. But you know what? Maybe we shouldn't bother all those hard-working government officials with these trifling matters after all.
We don't have a month. She instantly returns to her previous judgment.
I have a simpler solution that suits the urgency of our cause.
That sounds great. Oh, where are you going, Miss Recoleta?
The Before anyone can stop her, the young writer hurls herself up the wall, scaling the side with a sort of skill that immediately suggests she's done this before. Yeah, we're not surprised. I don't think.
To the other side of the wall, of course. From Guadalajara to Ushuaia. There has yet to be a wall that could stop me.
Well,
come on, ladies of the Foundation. Soneto, take my hand.
If it worked before, it can work again. Sonetta looks utterly flustered.
Miss Recoleta, please. A reckless act like that could have serious consequences. Please come back down. In fact, while the details of our mission are classified, I should warn you it may be dangerous, and we cannot guarantee your safety once we're inside. Perhaps it's in your best interest to return to town.
You know, most people will break out of prison. That's funny as hell. That's true. That's actually so true.
What? That is definitely not in my best interest. What sort of pusillanimous coward would I be if I just abandoned my fated companions here? Of course I'm going in with you. Or rather, you're coming with me.
Please get down, Miss Recoleta. Someone's coming our way.
She's really headstrong. Is that the word? Question mark? From the other side of the prison fence, a predator's gaze locks onto the figure perched on the wall.
Stop
Not
right there.
great.
What do you think you're doing?
Caramba, it's her again. The jailer of Comala.
Again?
Did
what do you mean again?
Jailer or jaguar?
God damn. Yeah, again? Pusillanimous? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Question mark, question mark.
Peace be with us.
Yo. Kinda cute, actually. Kinda cute. Question mark. You up? Question mark. You up? Question mark.
An interesting one.
You here? Question mark.
So long lives this, and this gives power to thee.
And that's that.
Adjective that describes someone who's weak and cowardly and timid. God damn. So like literally calling someone a pussy. That's crazy. That's actually wild. Question mark. God damn. You up? You up? Or rather, you up, and you up.
Oh, hi.
So long lives this, and this gives power to thee. Sempre caro mi tu quest'ermo cole.
Yeah, disarmed. Sick. Very nice. Jaguarete? Question mark? Question mark? Basically a jaguar from South America. The third suggests the third biggest cat in the world. Cat? Oh, they meow. That's cute. That's adorable.
Miss
Question mark?
Recoleta,
Question mark?
haven't I made myself clear? I don't want to see you here again.
Oh, she talks. Oh my god. Again. I love that she talks. Is she like basically also an awaken?
Jailer, we meet again. What a delightful encounter on such a...
A sudden gust of cold wind interrupts her.
Lovely day.
Oh, so lovely.
Would you please just leave this place alone? I'll never understand why a promising young woman like you keeps snooping around a prison. I can't make this any clearer. Trying to break into Comala will do nothing to get you inside, but it will get you into a world of trouble with the Gendarmeria. So, will you stop these senseless breaking attempts? Comala prison is only accessible to academic researchers and journalists, and even they must have official credentials in order to enter.
Isn't there any other way to pay a visit? I truly do need to get in there.
Bribery? She racks her brain for a plausible excuse.
But did you just say official credentials?
Yes, you heard me right. And you are?
I'm the timekeeper of the St. Pavlov Foundation.
Oh,
my
way
assistants
in.
and I are here to visit Kamala Prison on official orders from the Foundation. Here, this is my ID.
At the thought of lying, Sonetto's lips fail to open for even a squeak. She goes flush red with embarrassment. Through the prison fence, the jailer examines the pair as she takes the ID in her sizable paws. It's at least a very presentable looking card, boldly stamped with the seal of the St. Pavlov Foundation.
This is indeed legitimate.
She murmurs.
Welcome to Kamala Prison.
Thank you!
Apologies for my earlier behavior. It's been a while since we've had any official visitors.
I don't think she was doing anything wrong, to be honest. I don't think she has anything to apologize for. I'll be so real. Question mark. Thank you for the subscription, Gabriel Strange. Thank you. Question mark. Fully willing to be a little shit? God damn. Kamala's collars. Wait. There's something here. Question mark. Dennis, welcome. Hi. They brandish philosophy to persecute all heretics equally. Heretics. The National Folk Studies Association was founded by scholars alongside the junta to support the study of folk cults, theories, and further exploration of social structures. Excuse me. She takes it off for too long, she does. Thus, a regular column was established in this publication where contributions from all perspectives are welcomed and encouraged. This newspaper is about as old as I am, yet you somehow managed to find a copy. Yes, the Panopticon of Kamala was founded by the National Folk Cult Studies Association as a site for experimental psychoanalysis, question mark. I've read about it. A single watcher could observe all prisoners, and since the prisoners never knew if they were being watched or not, the surveillance system infiltrated every detail of their lives. It's smart, isn't it? The actual surveillance remains unseen, yet the prisoners nonetheless end up trapped in a closed, fragmented structure. Oh, those were my pen pal's words. Pen pal? He also said it was a significant experiment for the government at the time. Clark, welcome in. Hi. They were scaling a wall. No, they were. Yes, indeed. Question mark. Hey, lurking. Thank you for the lurk. Foucault? Question mark. It's Foucault? Question mark. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. Question mark. Did you read Foucault? I did. Question mark. Foucault? Question mark. Question mark. How's it read? Question mark. Question mark. The National Foucault Studies Association. Foucault? The fuck? How does that even work? Foucault? But in that era, Foucault's psychoanalysis seemed more like a means to an end. Huh? Wait, so if I'd been born a few decades earlier, would I have needed to try so hard to get into this prison? When the gendarmes have locked me up just for writing or speaking out? I may not always understand you, but I sincerely hope you are joking now. Back then, people faced more than just imprisonment. There were disappearances, torture, and many deaths. Ooh. Alright. I apologize. That was probably a bit inappropriate for a joke, I admit. Please relax, Sonetto. Oh my god, don't tell me to relax. Okay, I mean, I'm not Sonetto, but like, don't tell me to relax. That's just gonna rile me up even more. Question mark. The name of this chapter comes from one of Foucault's works. I see. God damn. Foley? Question mark? I can't remember the name. We're gonna go through this again. Question mark. Small bug. Yeah, okay, sick. Andrew, hi, welcome in. He was a rather famous author. This chapter is named after one of his works. What was the name of this chapter again? Folie? De raison? I'm very bad at this. Kamala's collars. For a drifter to stay behind an iron-barred window can feel like just another stretch of desert.
Día tras día, la investigadora de paracausalidad se escondía en la naturaleza fuera del pueblo de Amalfitano, estudiando los datos que había recolectado. Una tarde, al anochecer, una voz llamó desde fuera de su cueva. Ella dejó el equipo y las cintas y salió afuera. Un hombre estaba de pie, curioso, frente a su puerta. ¿Qué haces aquí?, preguntó, levantando ambas cejas. Nada sucede en Amalfitano en estos días. El local se presentó como el empleado del banco. Probablemente tenía la cara más amable del lugar. Ojos brillantes, mejillas levantadas, una mandíbula suave. Era una cara llena de esperanza. La investigadora le mostró los espectros que había estado recopilando. He estado recolectando historias sobre el dado, explicó. Quizás ellos contienen la clave para explicar la aleatoriedad que muestra el destino. Ah, eso realmente me intriga, respondió rápidamente el empleado del banco. Me encantaría escuchar todo sobre eso, pero debo irme. No debo llegar tarde al funeral del pescador de dunas. Y con eso se fue. 3 días después, los mismos pasos regresaron a su cueva. ¿Volviste? ¿Cómo has estado? ¿Lograste llegar al funeral?, preguntó. No tengo idea de lo que estás hablando, respondió de manera cortante. No soy el hombre que crees que soy. Su rostro estaba agotado y demacrado, sus ojos hundidos profundamente en huecos vacíos. Era como si toda chispa de vida le hubiera sido arrancada, dejándolo solo con una cáscara vacía. La investigadora insistió que no se había equivocado. Conozco a las personas por su naturaleza más profunda, hasta la sincronización de sus espectros. Nunca me he equivocado antes. Lo que tú digas, el hombre murmuró de manera áspera. No entiendo nada de tus ideas tan elevadas. Solo déjame ir. Ha sido un largo día de pesca y lo único que quiero ahora es desplomarme en mi cama tambaleante. Se alejó con pasos que sonaban exactamente como los del empleado del banco.
I don't entirely understand. Respected the... Oh, yeah, the...
As you
Is
might
it
have
called an
noticed, Miss
accent?
Burton, this facility
goes
isn't
above the
just a
vowels?
prison. It's also a research center.
Ah,
Its full name is the Panopticon of Comala. It was established by the Foucault Association in 1975.
Foucault's Association.
We've hosted workshops, academic sessions, and even lectures about the Panopticon. You may even have seen some reports about it. Experts of psychoanalysis and scholars from various fields have come here to exchange ideas and seek collaboration in their studies. In many ways, the Panopticon is unlike any other prison you've seen before.
I see. No wonder Miss Recoleta has gone to such lengths to become a part of it. Actually, my assistant and I are here to inquire about a prisoner named Doris. Does that name sound familiar?
Excuse me. Cheers.
Not that I recall. Could she have used a different name? What does she look like?
She'd have arrived here about 3 days ago. It's also possible that she came as a visitor, not a prisoner. She's a blind woman who always carries an old typewriter. She used to be a doctor at the Sao Paulo Veterans Residence in Brazil.
This is some time
On the
after, it
subject of
seems.
different names, she once wrote for Atu under the name Erd.
I see the beach ball too. I wonder if this is something she occupies her time with. I just can't help but see her as like a... It's just like a little thing, you know? Yeah, Kitty has a pool ball.
I don't think I've seen anyone fitting that description. And as I said, we haven't had any visitors in some time. Certainly not in the last 3 days.
Kyle, welcome in. Hi.
But I did see her. I saw her walking towards Kamala prison.
Someone must have mixed up their memories. Simply put, I don't recall seeing anyone by that name or with that description here.
She's getting really aggressive.
Thank you, miss. Perhaps we made a mistake.
Is she, or like, am I kind of like reading too much into this? Sensing that her current line of questioning is going nowhere, she shifts towards a different topic.
Miss Recoleta, you've gone to great lengths to get into the Panopticon. Would you mind telling us why?
Finally! I've been waiting for you to ask. I'm here to find my pen pal in Comala.
You have a pen pal? In here?
Yes. 6 months ago, I went to a book exhibition in Guadalajara and came across the contact details of a few writers. I sent them my novel and asked for feedback. Looking back, it was a bit forward, but nothing unheard of between writers. A lot of friendships start through letters, you see. And Aleph wrote back.
Aleph? Recoleta produces a thick stack of letters from her coat. The recipient's address changes with each letter, reflecting the turbulent lifestyle of the wandering writer, yet the sender's address is eternally constant.
And how much do you know about this pen pal of yours?
Oh, well, he calls himself Aleph, which is a grammatically masculine word, so...
So you assume Aleph is a man?
The reasonable suspicion, but in her experience, never a certainty.
Yes, he's probably a poet, a writer, perhaps even an alchemist. He's one of the brightest people I know. There's never been a question that he couldn't answer. I've asked him about religion, politics, history, potions, even critters in length and breadth. Can you imagine someone who knows all those things and so extensively too? And he helped me with my novel. He always seems to know the best ways to bring my characters to life.
Shiny Gengar, welcome in, hi!
Honestly, he's so insightful. I've begun wondering if he's... omniscient.
Oh.
With his help, my story grew richer and fuller, like a well-tended plant. Strangely, can't seem to take it any further now. It's as if the roots have been sapped of their strength.
Whoops, Stretch. I have not seen the whole live concert. Oh my god, I keep yawning. Question mark, question mark. I have not seen the whole live concert. I might check it out though. I didn't know that there was a free preview. Good stuff, good stuff. Thank you for the hydrate. Cheers. Whoa, whoa. Cheers. Good stuff, good stuff. Question mark. Hold on. Lotion. I'm sorry, I'm very sunburned. Question mark, question mark. Alright, okay. Sick.
I couldn't understand why. So, I resolved that I would see him in person to find out.
Again with this story about your uncanny pen pal, I've already told you a dozen times. It's all very moving, but it still doesn't justify your actions. Writers experience mental blocks all the time, yet you don't see them trying to break into a prison over it.
Well, he's got a point. Hi, it's welcome in. Hi, thank you for dropping in. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Have a good eve. Good stuff, good stuff. Question mark. Serendipity. Ooh, fun. Question mark. I'm probably gonna check that out too. Speaking of Hololive songs, actually, on this topic, I'm gonna go ahead and plug. We actually have a cover of Hollow Advent's Breakout. Question mark. Question mark. It's actually pinned. Yeah, it's pinned. Question mark. If anybody would like to check it out, it's available on Spotify and also on YouTube. Question mark. Question mark. So yeah, question mark. We're very proud of it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, it's over there. Thank you for checking it out. We have a couple of covers on YouTube as well. Besides Breakout, we also have Radio, the Dispatch song. Question mark by Bershi. We also have Wild Card. Question mark. Question mark. That Teto song by Kira. We also have Pig the Town Blue. Question mark from season 2 of Arcane. Question mark. We've got a couple of covers. Yeah, if you guys want to check it out, you guys absolutely can do that. And if you guys like the art on those covers, you guys can find those as free wallpapers over on my Ko-Fi. Good stuff. So yeah, Good stuff, good stuff. Thank you, thank you. Will you watch the Hololive concert on stream or on your free time? Probably on my free time. Yeah, question mark, question mark. Thank you for letting me know, though. Good stuff, good stuff.
She does have a point.
Please, Burden, jailer, have a little mercy, will you?
Hold on. I've been meaning to ask. Why are you only calling her jailer?
Yeah, that's
Don't
a bit
you know
weird.
her name? Or do you just prefer addressing people by their occupation?
Oh, about that.
Unexpectedly, it's the Jaguar herself that speaks up.
It's okay, Miss Verton. I don't mind being called by my job title. I take pride in what I do.
That's cute. Sorry, no,
I'm
that's
perfectly fine
respectable.
with just being the jailer.
I feel bad. I keep calling her
Exactly.
cute.
A researcher is a researcher, and a jailer is a jailer.
Huh. Interesting.
Titles and code names often tell us more about people than their ordinary given names, don't you think? Take Soneto, for example. Your name comes from sonnets, doesn't it? That great poetic form from Italy.
Is that why she keeps calling, like, Erd or Dora's, like, the paracausality researcher? Question mark? Huh.
Some people mistakenly think Shakespeare invented it. Some say it was Petrarca, though no one really knows when the first sonnet was written. Sorry, I'm straying from my point. You're Italian, aren't you, Soneto? Is that your real name or just a code name? Were your parents poets?
Is that your real name? Are you being truthful with me? I know that's not what she's saying, but like to ask, like, is that your real name is such a weird thing to say. Question mark. Recoleta stories also like actual names. Yeah, I remember like that was brought up before with Maria. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Good stuff, good stuff. So Soneto is not her name, or am I just thinking too much? It's definitely her name. I think Recoleta is trying to like make sense of her given name.
As much as I'd like to be able to answer your question, I never knew my parents. My earliest memories were of the School of Primary Defense of Mankind. I've lived there since I was a small child.
My apologies. That was thoughtless of me.
It's fine. You meant no ill intent, I'm sure. Timekeeper, if Miss Recoleta was right about Dr. Doris's whereabouts, perhaps the jailer is keeping things from us. Or perhaps Dr. Doris visited the Panopticon without her knowledge. Either way, we need to do some digging here.
I agree.
Honestly, very
Let's
valid,
see if we
yeah.
can talk to some of the inmates and find out what they know.
As they chat, the corridors, until now endless, reach a terminal point with voices echoing ahead.
Ladies, we're about to enter the main hall of the Panopticon. This is one of the places where the inmates spend their recreation time. At this hour, they are supposed to be in their cells. But what's all that noise?
The jailer seems to be tense with the apparently unusual amount of noise.
Miss Verton, could you keep an eye on Recoleta if anything happens?
Recoleta tries her best to avoid the hard stare of the feline jailer by blending into the Foundation team.
Certainly.
What do you take me for? I'm not going to run away. That'd be a pretty cheesy way to start a story.
Please, just stay close to me.
Give me a second. Okay, we're good. I just had some water. Thank you. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay. See what this is. What is that? Darkness has no form. The ever-shifting gaze seeps into every crevice. The darkness. What is this? Oh, looks like we've got a new arrival. It's pitch black in here. Can't be sure she's new just yet. Hey there, welcome to Las Sociedad de Poetas de las Americas? Question mark? Or maybe she's one of those who broke out and came back of her own accord. Keeping quiet, huh? I get it. This must be a sacred moment for you. Return to the darkness. Whoa, hey.
La Sociedad de Poetas de las Americas?
Me too. The texture she felt on her way here do not match the words she just heard. Guided by her keen hearing, she pauses mid-step in what seems to be a reasonably open space. The room falls into silence like the longest minute in human history. Are you still there? A faint cough, a heave of a sigh in the darkness. Pardon me, but have we met before? This is my first time in this prison as far as I can recall. What a strange thing to say. Prison. When was the last time we heard someone say that? Back when the narrator was punished? Was published? Question mark? Huh. Wait, you aren't some ancient ghost here in pursuit of realism, are you? The way she's drawn gives me the impression that she will eventually be a playable character, but then again, I don't think I'm very good at making those guesses. There's a theatrical flair in her voice. Yo, who are these people? Rusty gates, pitch black cells, prison. They look like playable characters. They don't look like NPCs. Bars were exchanging letters. A peaceful and secluded place. Sociedad de Poetas, question mark. Excuse me. Sociedad de Poetas, question mark? And no, we don't know you. The three of them are spaced just far enough apart to barely make out each other's faces in the dark. Second enigma, dude. What a wonderful example, Garcia. Exactly. It all depends on how you choose to see the world, my new friend. Roberta, we don't have much time. This might be the most important gathering of the month. No, maybe even of the year. You're right, Garcia. At this moment, nothing is more important than the salon the idealist has so carefully prepared. You should focus on sorting out those manuscripts first.
Pardon the interruption, but might I ask?
What? Oh, why your organization is called oh my god, stop making me read this, bro. Las Sociedad de Poetas de las Americas? Question mark? I assume it isn't simply due to geography. Don't worry, Senora. We'll make it a point to introduce our Sociedad to every new friend, but now isn't quite the time. After the salon ends, we'll ask the jailer about your accommodations. Wait a minute, Roberta. Your eyes are well adjusted to the dark. Use them. She's neither a newcomer nor a returnee. She's a blind woman. Ah, please forgive Garcia's rudeness, Senora. A sensory limitation can sometimes bring sharper intuition. In that colorful world of the mind, I'm sure what you see is even more beautiful than reality. But if you weren't brought in by the physician, then why are you here? She tries to construct a fiction in her mind, something that could justify the surreal nature of her arrival. From the humid trade winds of Sao Paulo to the crashing surf on the cliffs, now the strange land greets me for the first time with nothing but cold silence. Miss Erd is to be placed in Ushuaia's Kamala prison. She's not to be treated as an ordinary inmate. In the words of the preacher, you are our honored guest, Miss Erd. Excuse me. Okay, so they are in cahoots with the man.
I've come to learn the name of this land. Ushuaia.
From that young lady's retelling, it lies at the southernmost tip of the vast continent of South America.
As we walked, I could feel her gaze upon me. Steady, yet never intrusive.
I could tell she meant me no harm. I've informed the administrator of Kamala Prison of your identity and special circumstances. He will ensure your safety. Good luck and farewell.
I sensed I had been brought to a place most unusual. A building with a quiet peculiarity in the air.
Two attendants followed close behind me, some form of liquid dripping from their faces.
I suppose I must claim a little freedom for myself in this place.
Although I thought the darkness was a blessing, it wasn't too difficult to shake them off.
I'm sorry for your undue trouble, my diligent friends.
I'm a writer, and I mostly write under the name Erd. I'm here for a short visit, hoping to find some inspiration.
Hoping to find some inspiration for my next story.
Oh my god. Don't move. I'm afraid I don't know of this physician you mentioned. See, Garcia, this lady's a writer, a good soul. You almost made us miss out on meeting a kindred spirit. Come. I'm sure you'll fall in love with our salon. Your salon? This has nothing to do with me. It's dark in here, but I suppose you've already grown used to walking in the dark. Sorry, I mean, no offense. Dude, he's a piece of shit. That's funny though. Okay. Alright. There's more to this. Where, though? There it is. Perhaps the pen pal you never see is the one you truly need. Aleph, my dear pen pal, enclosed is the latest revision of my novel. In your last letter, you suggested the role of a bank clerk, marking Amalfitano with the stamp of the capitalist production model. An excellent idea. In this revision, I have incorporated some of my own thoughts as well. That is everything about my novel that I was so impatient to share with you. Perhaps you won't mind me discussing something else. Throughout my creative journey, your encouragement and validation have been my greatest comfort. When facing the countless closed doors of publishers, the long, futile efforts feel insignificant in the face of your understanding. Oh, my dear pen pal, I say this sincerely, though I suppose such explanations are unnecessary. Perhaps I do not need to waste more ink describing just how much your letters mean to me. So I ask with both sincerity and trepidation, may we speak in person about the dead, the desert, fate, the ending that troubles me so much, and the tides of imagination and insight that carry us both. Recoleta, at the poetry gathering in Santa Fe de Bogota's open-air theater, Colombia. Miss Recoleta, as I have mentioned several times in my letters, and as you may have already surmised, I reside in a prison. This is why I've never met my pen pals in person. Due to its remote location and cold climate, Ushuaia is not a place people readily visit. People would rather sip a hot drink in one of Buenos Aires' century-old cafes than travel such a distance. You can tell I'm struggling. Like reading. I'm struggling. Finally, I still wish you the best on your creative path. Aleph, at the Kamala prison in Ushuaia. Okay. I feel like it's probably Erd. It's probably Erd. A Latin American fable.
I didn't expect any of this from what we saw outside.
It's kind of crazy in here, it's true. The modeled yet pristine walls, the still waters, the silent white towers standing within the labyrinth. Nearby, several prisoners from a circle, some standing, some sitting, engaged in conversation.
Oh, excuse me for a moment. I have duties that I must attend to.
Okay. With a sigh, the jailer steps into the gathering, causing a strangely subdued reaction from the prisoners.
They don't seem intimidated by her at all.
Yeah. They just look like a bunch of artists having a chat in the garden. And the jailer Seems to be like a grumpy neighbor coming over to ask them to keep it down.
Weirdly cute. The grumpy neighbor continues her chastising.
Everyone, you know the rules. There are to be no after-hours gatherings here without the physician's approval.
You sound softer and softer each time you come to warn us. Why not just join us? Isn't it better than circling around the Panopticon all day? And look around you. We're in the Hall of New Encounters. What better place to host a salon?
What's a salon?
You're missing out in Comala if you don't even get a taste of our literature.
Exactly. Even those oil-dripping musicians drop by from time to time. Not that they're the kind to care about the beauty of words.
That's our sign. That's our sign. Yep. Oil dripping musicians?
Oil dripping
Sure.
musicians? Timekeeper, could they mean...
No doubt about that. Question mark. Before the jailer can say anything else, two of the prisoners simultaneously gesture for her to stay silent, pointing to the center of their gathering.
Quiet now, please. The Ediles Salon is about to start.
These people seem friendly enough. Why don't we see what this is about?
En desiertos, en estrellas, dentro de laberintos.
En aguas, en espejos, dentro de reflejos.
Soñamos sobre la almohada de paja de la muerte.
Aquí estamos, rendiendo homenaje a los fantasmas.
Para rendirlo todo otra vez. Para rendirlo todo otra vez.
What's going on?
My dear friends, we face a difficult truth. The movement of visceral realism still stumbles in the dark.
Dude, I swear, like, every person from, like, the Manus that's supposed to be, like, some kind of leader literally shows up like a fucking comic book villain. Like, you can't miss them. Look at this guy.
Our poems, our language, our minds are tangled by a stifling vine. A mundane, stale vision shared among all bourgeoisie. We follow this vision blindly, clinging to the comfort brought by logic and conventional wisdom, and by it, we nip every branch of new art in the bud. Poems are perhaps too fragile an outgrowth to develop one's life upon, but here, we may light them like candles at our funerals. Let poetry become the bridge between us and the world.
Me too. A lone clap breaks the silence. It comes earlier than all the other cheers from the audience.
As we come back and forth over the boundaries of life and death, the old obstacles begin to take on a new look. With the eyes of poets, we may see behind them.
Is that him?
You're a visceral realist. I can't be mistaken. You must be...
Aleph? The idealist's eyes pierce through the grove of literary enthusiasts, reaching a distant drifting new world.
A lonely cowboy, finally home.
This is probably the only character so far that isn't obviously attached to the Manus. So I'm not even sure if I'm reading into this correctly. Is this person even from the Manus? Don't tell me. But also, question mark. I do be wondering, thinking out loud, question mark. Goddamn.
What a wonder. You're in time. The salon has just begun. And La Sociedad de Poetas de las Americas isn't like those salons that care more about who's invited than the art. All are welcome here.
Cool.
A literary salon in a prison? Though, so far it seems to have more dancing than poems.
Did you understand what that man just said?
No, sorry, timekeeper. I need a moment to think it through.
Don't worry, Sonato. I would guess we're not the only ones who are confused here. Miss Jailer, is this that peculiarity about Kamala you mentioned earlier?
Enough, idealist. You're still an inmate here, and you are walking a very fine line right now.
Oh, I'm quite aware of where I am and what lines I tread. This is a prison, the safest place for poets in this part of the continent. One cannot be arrested twice, after all.
I feel like I'm hearing voices because, like, why does this idealist guy kind of sound like Merryweather? Okay, maybe it's because I haven't heard Merryweather's voice in quite a bit. I haven't seen many of Merryweather's clips, but like, this kind of sounds like, yeah, this kind of sounds like them. The man's words draw laughter from the other prisoners as they turn to discuss the speech with excitement.
But please, don't trouble yourself with our little farce. What harm could a few poets possibly do?
All the irregular rhymes and wild contradictions of aesthetics converge into a chaotic countercurrent, crashing against the newcomers. Recoleta clenches her fists in shock, certain that the man before her is her mysterious pen pal.
Senor Idealist, might I ask you something?
Hold on, Recoleta. All forms of communication with the inmates must conform to our regulations. We will need to record the conversation and submit it to higher authorities for review.
I have some questions for the gentleman as well, but we're more than willing to follow the rules. I think the person I'm looking for might have attended this literary salon, or at least talked to some of its members. I'd wager she's spoken to that gentleman. That is, if she has been here at all.
I see. Go ahead then. Just watch the time.
As the visitors petition the jailer, Recoleta pushes past the bustling crowd and takes a deep breath.
Are you Aleph?
The noisy atmosphere plunges into silence just like the still waters nearby. The idealist is inevitably taken aback by the name.
Oh, another visitor looking for Olive.
It's not
So
you?
You know him?
Naturally, but I'm not obliged to speak of him to one who does not, stranger.
Which is fair, valid. The salon host is non-committal, turning toward Recoleta's companions.
And you, young lady in the hat, are you here for Olive as well? What a lively day this is.
No, I'm looking for a blind woman. Her name is Doris.
Ah, yes, I remember. Her writing was impeccable, like an exquisite crocodile skin handbag in a shop window. Elegant, yet condescending.
You don't seem like you
where
like her
she's
very
now?
much.
I'm not able to keep track of every inmate here, miss. Perhaps you should ask those who have seen everything from above. Through the glass, where the scrutinizing eyes of power look down on us.
Eyes?
She scans the prison hall. The walls, the great tower, and the pool remain unchanged. Nothing appears amiss. All the prisoners present, not in agreement, prompting
Have
a
you
very
taken your
hey.
medicine today, idealist?
Oh, whoa, immediately.
I'm feeling marvelous. Today I require no help from them.
I've warned you. It's unwise to act against the physician's orders.
Act against him? No one may act against him here. The physician must have misunderstood us. I suspect he doesn't understand half of what we say. I'd like to know how he got his medical degree. Not by cracking open skulls, I should hope.
Oh, this guy's kind of mean. The prisoners exchange knowing smiles. Alex, welcome in.
What a pity, jailer. You know, I've always believed you had the soul of a poet, just like us. We've already spoken enough rebellious thoughts outside of Komala. How else do you think we ended up in your nut house? We've been here far too long. Long after the junta was removed from office. After our home became a deserted wasteland in the aftermath of the Latin American boom.
What are you getting at?
That power is boring, meaningless. Nothing holds on to power forever. And the one true connection we have to life is poetry.
See, jailer? Even an outsider understands our ideas better than you. It's time to open your eyes to reality. La Sociedad is the only way for us to feel truly alive in here, beneath the gaze of those prying, ever-vigilant eyes.
Idealist, last warning. Stop this now.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a threat.
Fine. All right, compañeros. Sadly, the salon must come to an end, as our jailer insists.
The crowd murmurs and grumbles as they begin to disperse.
Dear friends, I do not mean to abuse the power of suspense. I sincerely invite you to come with me to the heart of La Sociedad de Poetas de las Americas. Perhaps you'll find the person you look for there.
The man strikes a gesture somehow equally comedic and solemn.
We'd love to. Only if that's okay with you, Miss Jailer.
I suppose that's all right. You're already here. We can call it part of your tour, but please, ladies, take none of their rambling seriously.
Thank you, jailer. Please, follow me.
Well, I didn't think we were gonna fight. Sure.
Very well. Let me try my hand.
What's this? Choose the right direction and the path will reveal itself.
Wait, this isn't the way to the gallery.
Why is this confusing?
It isn't the usual way. It's a shortcut. We call it the reptilian complex and primal hunger route. Much faster than the limbic system and postmodern anxiety route, let me tell you.
But this passageway has long been abandoned, and entry is prohibited. It's extremely dangerous too.
Relax, jailer. No one, not even you, knows this prison better than I.
How would you know that?
But, Timekeeper, I think we've just gone in a circle.
Okay, I guess we'll just, like, attack a thing. Let's go for this one.
An interesting...
Up. Up.
Concentrate and visualize.
So long lives this, and this gives power to thee. So long lives this, and this gives power to thee.
Sure. Get it.
I believe in you. So long lives this, and this gives power to thee. Sempre caro mi tu quest'ermo cole.
I guess that's one way to do it. Question mark. You up.
Let me think. An interesting
You
one.
up.
To think of a world I have never seen before.
Rise. What a bloom.
Each moment, now night.
I enjoy the way she sounds in her, like, voice lines. She feels, like, Sonetto specifically, she feels so resolute. So nice. 1, 2,
an interesting
3.
Let me think on it. 通幽的微，莫运虚无. And that's that. Rise. 너 가슬인가?
Alright, cool. We've got stuff here. Cool. Yeah, okay, let's read
take
this.
a step back. Pull you out of that whirlwind of passion and dreams. If you want to make the best call, you need to zero in on what really matters. So what's your take on that big speech?
The Latin American boom.
A sudden explosion that shook Latin American literary circles about 30 years ago. It was destructive, but also gave rise to new life. Lucky for us, we don't have to worry about shell shock in the literary world.
You don't strike me as someone who knows about literature.
It's not about knowing literature. Any soldier with little experience can deliver a status report. All right, eyes on the map.
Sick. The boss, thank you for the subscription.
As we speak, ships are lined up on the Spanish coast. But this time, they're poised to make a new kind of discovery. If you can call it that. And here are our new Columbuses, heading to the docks to embark on their journey.
Who are these new Columbuses?
Carmen and Carlos, the driving force behind this literary feast between Spain and Latin America. Carmen, with an eye for opportunity and a mind for business, sought out the continent's literary gems and secured generous publishing deals for them. Carlos, with his deep understanding of market dynamics, brought these works to the eyes of the European public.
What happened then?
Then, a golden era began. It all kicked off with a scandal at a military academy. And soon, the entire world was captivated by the story of a baby with a pig's tail from a faraway land. But we mustn't forget the writers themselves. Fuentes, a towering figure of the Spanish-speaking world, and Cortázar, the writer ever seeing through the eyes of a child. And of course, Mario and Gabo, key players in this literary revolution, will forever be etched in the annals of history. They corresponded regularly, always expressing deep admiration for each other's work. In fact, one even wrote a doctoral thesis on the other. Ah, friendship.
That must have been a proud time for them.
It was, but no matter how explosive the boom was, it couldn't escape its fleeting nature. With the second imprisonment and self-criticism of a Cuban poet, in came an inexplicable right hook, and bang, silence. The military junta had gripped the poets' throats. The verse of the pioneers was cut off, their voices no longer heard. The bond between two generations was broken, and for the younger of the two, the silence was intolerable. They looked for a new theme, a new idea, a new voice, a new method to speak on their disappointment, their horror, and their anger. And they became the new guerrillas.
Oh, alright. Interesting. Question mark, question mark. So none really changed after meeting Vernon. Yeah, whoa. God damn. I have bad news. I have bad news. Question mark, question mark. I'm getting EP. I was planning to hit at least chapter 10. I don't think we'll be able to do that. Question mark. I definitely overexerted myself in the first segment of the stream. Question mark. Excuse me while I still figure things out. Question mark. We're gonna go through this section. Question mark. And if I suddenly feel awake again, we'll continue. But like, if I'm still feeling sleepy after that, I'll probably stop here. Excuse me. Towering walls. Prisoners deep in the abyss paint pictures of the sky. Enter the darkness. I read in an article once that you Chileans don't like Baroque literature. Something about it being too noisy. You sure are a quiet bunch. Is that so? And you Argentinians just love it, right? If you're any metric to go by, I'd say you're all loud and obnoxious. Just because the idealist isn't here, you think you can turn this salon into a debate hall? You started it. Enough! Stop squabbling, and post your work so we can read it. If you ask me, you're simply more interested in rhythm than form. Spanish is a rich language, one that is inherently expressive, ever-changing and artistic, much like Baroque literature. The typically quiet man's words douse the argument like a cold splash of water, sending the group into a rare moment of calm. Jokes aside, I do miss them. Ever since those mad members left La Sociedad, we've had far fewer breakthroughs in stream of consciousness writing. I, for one, would gladly discuss the aesthetic value of stream of consciousness composition. As this new topic surfaces, the inmates' voices begin to rise once again. It was a most unusual literary salon full of emotionally charged statements and biased opinions, but I didn't mind it. In fact, my feeling was quite the opposite. The inmates give me an incredible feeling. Not one of them saw themselves as a prisoner stripped of their freedom. A group of literature enthusiasts come together in an abandoned prison, and collaborating to build an ideal nation. It felt as though it was the result of some kind of pact, but in reality, it was clearly a government-run prison. Everyone, quiet down! I have something to announce. An unfamiliar voice cuts off the clacking typewriter in Doris's mind. A woman walks out from the far end of the darkness and steps into the center of the salon, stopping before the whiteboard and podium.
Mr. Idealist entrusted me with hosting the literature salon.
He left a letter under a stone in the corner stating that he had a personal matter to attend to. For this session, I will now announce our next research topic.
Fiction's duality in reflecting reality and the self.
Heavy gasps, turned heads, and uproar spreads through the audience. Clearly, this wasn't the topic they were expecting. She raises the letter in her hand in a gesture for silence.
Like-minded fellows, aspiring writers.
Since the turn of the century, the names that once shook the literary world have gradually faded into obscurity.
Literature's been shoved aside in the world of art.
People attend theaters, cinemas, and even art galleries to enjoy paintings and sculptures, but few can finish a book.
What is left for us to do?
When families are torn apart and our nations are ravaged by tyranny.
Let stories be our weapon. They should be the sword that cuts through the bloody truth. The beacon that lights our way forward.
The audience falls into silence. You could try writing a Latin American War and Peace, and we can continue with our original salon topic. Salon topic? Salon topic? The two aren't mutually exclusive. I've spent the whole month preparing for the topic the idealist previously proposed. If you insist on changing the subject, then I'm afraid I'll have to take my leave. Valid. Honestly valid. Yeah, no, fair. Miss Octavia, forgive me for interrupting, but this isn't the topic we agreed on. Everything you've said, we just can't do that. We haven't figured out the things ourselves yet. Octavia, it's an interesting topic. It is, but perhaps we can talk about it another time. Besides, don't forget the reason you're in here in the first place. For preaching that the novel is a weapon. Yeah, if it weren't for your rich daddy, you'd be in the gallows, not standing here preaching to us. Another prisoner stands, his voice clear. You've completely missed Miss Octavia's point. A great writer should be like an obsessive gravedigger, digging up the rotting flesh of social realism from the grave of our times. Only this vast crucible is worthy to be the host of our literature. At that time, Mr. Garcia looked visibly resistant as Mr. Julio issued stern reminders and Miss Roberta attempted to mediate. More and more members joined the debate, and voices both for and against Miss Octavia's proposal emerged. It didn't take long for La Sociedad to split into two camps. That was when I realized I needed to do something to get this derailed literary salon back on the tracks.
I'm a writer, and I mostly write under the name Erd.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm Doris from Sao Paulo.
Erd?
That name sounds familiar.
Have you ridden for Atu? Are you the Erd in Atu?
Wow, I never imagined we'd be welcoming such an honored guest today. I thoroughly enjoyed your piece titled The Tin Soldiers of Sao Paulo.
It's an important part of my visit to hear all the ideas and opinions, if you'll pardon my intrusion.
Then tell me, Miss Erd, what are your thoughts on today's salon topic? A difficult question, one involving preference, a creative stance, and a political alignment. A scale that's never easily balanced. However, the answer has never been the most important part of such questions.
In these restless times, literature has been overlooked, forgotten, pushed to the edges of the world, much like Ushuaia.
Some fall into deep thought, others nod in agreement, and a few look puzzled. The audience is largely unaware that the topic has already shifted. To most, this prison at the end of the world is a distant, cold place. Perhaps even a place of hopelessness. When a prisoner is first sent here, I cannot help but imagine that the first thing they feel is a stagnant pool of water and a calm, quiet despair. She seizes this chance to guide the literary salon back from the muddy trenches of ideology. She recalls the days of typing while looking out over the river. Boats and palm trees, words are honest. They have no capacity to lie. I came here to gather material for my next book. I plan to record everything I experience in this place, faithfully. And what kind of work are you planning to write? A non-fiction piece, I presume? About Kamala Prison? Its theme is fate. Interesting. Okay. Question mark, question mark. Alright. Yep, I'm definitely a little bit eepy. Question mark, question mark. Not a little bit eepy, very eepy. Question mark, question mark. Yeah. Octavia's really cute. She is really cute, actually. Question mark, question mark. Pretty cool stuff. I unfortunately don't think I'll be continuing with this. Not today. Probably tomorrow. Yeah, we'll continue tomorrow. Question mark, question mark. I'm like really eepy, question mark, so I will have to continue tomorrow. Thank you though for dropping in. I apologize for such a short stream. Normally we stream for longer. But thank you very much. Yeah, question mark, question mark. There is a chance that we might have like a pattern of like potentially shorter YouTube streams. We are trying a new content structure, and like if it doesn't work for me in the long run, we won't continue it, but for now we're just gonna keep trying it. Good stuff. Thank you very much for dropping in. I hope you guys had a good week, and I hope you guys had a good time here. We'll continue with this tomorrow. Very much so. We'll also basically be continuing with the reacts first over on Twitch, and then after that we're going to be moving into YouTube, where we'll do like the rest of our stream with the game and stuff. Question mark. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I don't think we'll be raiding into anyone today because I'm really I'm super extra tired. I don't think I'll be available to sit and chat question mark and raids. So you guys take care. Question mark. I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Speaking of tomorrow, we actually are going to be reacting to the live stream for Reverse 1999's yeah, we're gonna be reacting to the live streams, question mark, for Reverse 1999's question mark, collab with, yes, Atomic Heart. Good stuff. So look forward to that. Yeah, we're gonna be reacting while it's live. So yeah, we'll start an hour earlier to chat, and then after that we're gonna be watching like the stream. And it'll be good. Good stuff. Question mark. Sophie, thank you for dropping in. Good stuff. Russell, thank you. I appreciate it. Good stuff. Question mark. Okay, yeah. Good stuff. It's gonna be your first collab, but yes, indeed it is. I'm very excited for it. Hell yeah. Question mark. Okay, that being said, I'm gonna go eat. Take care. Goodbye, Otsumiya. Thank you for dropping in today. I'll see you guys tomorrow to continue the chapter. Good stuff. Okay, goodbye. Thank you.